Okay. It says I'm live. I've got new equipment this week, so I'm set up a little differently and I'm very late. Um, so yeah, just bear with me. We'll do a little test here and see how it works. No, hi Dee Dee. Thanks for coming and paying attention, seeing if this is working well or what. It was crazy. He did all the equipment in the entire house, which was very nice. And it seemed to me, now this could be wishful thinking, but it seemed like when I turned my computer back on, like they're fast as hell right now. Mic is a bit choppy as usual. Let me move it up a little closer and see what I might have to. I don't know what the hell. I can try it here, see if that's better. Okay, anyway, hi Terry Brett. Hi Linda Rents. Hi Ann. Hi Pam. Well, thanks for coming, you guys. I thought, oh, it'll take people forever to get here. Hi Dorothy. Um, yeah, the guy who came was so nice. He was such a good egg, and he appreciated all my bad jokes. Oh, you guys, I wish you could have heard. This is terrible, okay? And I don't mean to make any fun of anybody who has health issues or problems, but I got one of those scam calls on Robert's phone. Hi, Sharon. Um, and it was a woman who barely spoke English who wanted to know about how my Medicare coverage was working on my back and legs. And hi, bossy butt. And I said, well, she said, how would you rate the pain 1 to 10? And I said, well, they amputated last week, so the pain now is at 0. And she just kept insisting that I answer her questions. And so I made up this whole thing. How do you think you got the pain? And I said, oh, I'm pretty sure it was the vaccine I got. I kept this girl going for like 20 minutes. The the internet guy here was rolling on the floor laughing. Oh my God, it was so crazy. But all I could do was think, oh, why am I not streaming right now? This is so perfect. You guys would be laughing your head off. Hi, Purple Nana. And she just kept insisting, how would you rate your pain? How would you rate your pain? Yeah, you idiot. What didn't you hear? Because she couldn't speak English. Anyway, that's all beside the point. So yeah, and I'm not plugged into Ethernet. So Dee Dee's paying attention to see if the signal and everything is good. And if it's not, then I'm just going to have to cancel and come back when I figure out how I'm going to hook it up, because I don't have an Ethernet plug on the back of my modem. The modem is like this big, you guys, my new modem. And he put boosters all over the house and everything. So yeah, I have no hands in frame because Elisa didn't send me hands. Oh, Elisa just walked in. No, Elisa's not here, is she? Maybe she is. Anyway, so anyway, yeah. So that's been my day. And I'm going to end probably a little bit early because I told Robert he's taking my dumbass out to eat today. Yes. Okay. Hi, Alyssa. I didn't mean for you to send me arms because Dee Dee has arms. Hi. Hi, Painty Girl. Anyway, Terry, I got fun mail. Dee Dee showed hers this morning. When I got this, Robert brought it into me, and I saw it was from, I knew Terry Brett's address, so I knew it was from Terry, and I thought, how did she get those zines made, copied, and to me this quick? I thought it was your zine package. So, yeah, it wasn't. Hi, anybody I might have missed coming in. I love the doodles. I will be drawing some of these for sure. I like the circles. She had everything packed in this. I'll move this crap out of the way. Oh, there goes my white pen. You guys, I asked Dee Dee about why she didn't use her new white pens today. She forgot. Dee Dee, they do games on your phone that will help your brain. Just saying. So, she made Dee Dee showed this morning about the 3 prompts that she got from Dee Dee, and a bat, a turkey, and a starfish walk into a bar because I had suggested this. I don't even remember what I suggest to you guys, so it's a surprise to me. Hey, Judy. You'll get them done, Devin. Go do them right now, bossy. Yeah. Good evening, gentlemen. 3 beers, please. Look at these funny little cartoons. I love them so much. I can hardly wait to start getting the zines. Cool kids. Sorry, gentlemen, but I can't serve you. Why not? We got money. We don't cause trouble. Now, Terry and I, if we ever walked into a bar together, we could not say that. We might have money, but I can't guarantee we wouldn't cause trouble. Gentlemen, please let me finish. I can't serve you because it's ladies' night in this bar. Go to the next bar and your beers will be waiting. What's really funny, and I'll give away a little secret. In my zine, there might be a bar theme. Just saying. Just saying. And then this one she wrote on it, the next adventure. Welcome to Planet Audie. I thought this was so cute. And I'm not like Dee Dee. When I get my mail, I open it, I read it, I touch it, I hug it, I smooch it, I drool on it. I don't wait for you guys. Don't take it personal. I'm just saying, I don't do that. Welcome to Planet Audie, named after Saint Audie, the patron saint of all things odd, quaint, unusual, and in any way different. Planet Audie got its name because everything about it is quite literally a little odd. Nothing seems quite right about its colors, terrain, flora, or fauna, but its oddity is its extreme variety of inhabitants. And then look at what's inside. On Audie, skies are more likely to be pink and purple than blue. Leaves and grass will more often be red-brown and water more green. The colors would usually associate with these things will be seen just not so often. They are more the minority. Plant life can be very odd here with many strange-looking plants. Look at some of these are Zentangle. I can notice. This is so cute. Animals. These are monsters. Animals are a very strange sight on Audie. They will totally shock you when they answer your hello with a cheery greeting of their own. Yes, on Audie, many animals have the ability to speak. Something very odd is going on here. Can you imagine? And then she used stickers too. Planet Audie has every type of inhabitant you can think of, and they all live peacefully side by side, most of the time anyway. Planet Audie is a fascinating mixture of all living things, a true melting pot. There's more to Planet Audie, though. Its stories are endless. They are heartwarming, funny, sad, and occasionally horrible and terrifying. Harry, I'm not kidding you. This lends itself to like a whole series of Planet Audie. My guess is after I get my cougar scene done, there may be another episode of Planet Audie. Just saying. I'm thinking it might happen. And then look at this. She did a dangle letter, a monkey painted dangle letter. And I have to say, when I looked at it, I thought, damn, that's a good photo. Carrie, of all the fibs, and so many of you have just outdone yourself, I think, trying new things and everything. Terry Brett, I have to say, you inspire me as much as anybody. I'm not even kidding you. And what else do I have over here? I got some, oops, that goes in there. I got some little bit of happy mail from, guess who? Guess who this happy mail is from? Can anybody guess? You're blushing now? No, you truly inspire me that you put yourself out there. You have a great sense of humor. There you go, Dee Dee got it. I was at Xandra's stream a week ago yesterday, I guess it was, and she was giving away some of these, and I rarely enter, a giveaway, unless it's something I just have to have, but I entered it because I wanted this Frida with the monkey. I really wanted this, and so when she sent it to me, I was just like, "Oh, did she read my mind?" Because I didn't say anything to her. She read my mind. Z can read my mind. Check in here real quick. Oh, okay. That's the neighbor complaining about men. Um, so this is all my happy mail. Let's hang out, a little book, and look at this little bad boy. Z is the sweetest thing. She put sugar to shame, I swear to God. And she's so generous. I mean, even when we were in Australia, she was so generous. She was so kind. And a lot of times I knew she was hurting. And she never complained, never said a word. Now, this I'm a little perplexed about, you guys, because I can't tell if I should separate these pages or if I'm going to wreck the whole thing. See, I didn't separate it, but it's multiple ply. I'm not sure. What do you think? I know the little palette, is that not the most awesomest little thing? Do you think I should put paint in it? I'm thinking I should put some little bit of paint in it because I have tubes I could use. But yeah, that is a precious treasure right there. But this I'm just not sure about because I can tell that it's multiple plies, or if it's just supposed to be 2-sheet ephemera. I don't know. And then one of her bookmarks, and then a little have fun. Hugs from Z. Thank you, Z. You would put paint in. Okay. Yep, put paint in it. So is the audio better? I moved that. Thank you, Sandra. It's cutting in and out. Well, then I can't tell if I should be using the microphone on the camera or this blue ball because I moved the blue ball closer. It should be like right in front of my face. And I have it plugged in the same plug, Dee Dee. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Anyway, because we're all such a bunch of enablers, a week or so ago, he showed some books. The video's good, and that's what I was more worried about. Streaming on Wi-Fi, sound is fine there. See, it drives me crazy. And these coloring books have those weird feeling covers, and I love them. Anyway, so Dee Dee already showed these, but I'm gonna show them again because they're so awesome. Just look. The audio's always in and out. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know. You know, Dee Dee, I'm looking at these, and I think these were generated on something other than watercolor. I don't think these are photographs of watercolor. I could be wrong, but I think these were generated on computer. Let me see. We can do a little test. Look AI to me. Okay, see, I thought that too, Dee Dee. I really did. Let me go over to StreamYard and see. I'm right here, still live. Okay, I just switched over to the microphone audio. See if that makes it worse or better. Get that back up here now. Yeah, it is ink on paper, obviously, because they have to shoot the halftones and then print it. Um, but I was doodling on one of them the other night, and I thought, you know what? This has to be AI generated. This cannot be watercolor because watercolor doesn't act a certain way. And it's not Yupo paper or Yupo, however you pronounce it. But I have to say, I love them. The colors are vibrant, which watercolor, you don't get a lot of color. Sing us a song to test audio? I don't think so, Devin. Don't worry, be happy. Another thing I think is you can never get a perfect circle with watercolor. I don't care how hard you try, you're not going to get a perfect circle. Maybe if you indented the paper, maybe you would. I don't know. But it just doesn't look to me like that circle inside that circle. I don't think you could get that, even with masking fluid or any of the other things, or to get that little circle right there in that drip. That ain't happening. But it doesn't matter because I still love it. I still love this so much. Whoever did it, I love you. Like this one, this is going to be so much fun. And I actually did a couple, so I'll show you. And then we can decide, do we want to doodle on this or do we want to play Pictionary or do we want me to go get something to eat because I haven't eaten. And look at that little plant. They're just so cool. I think you're seeing them okay, but you can usually tell. Yeah. Yeah, AI art is stunning. And you guys, I've heard people the argument about, oh, AI is going to make real art obsolete. That's just not true. I think people still value somebody's hand-drawn art. AI can look fabulous and we can all strive to do better, but it's never going to replace it. I just don't believe that. AI is going to replace all of us eventually. You're going to be doing dishes for the AI. You're going to cook for the AI. So anyway, I do love the way they've used circles in this. So whoever did this, good on you. So that's one of them. I mean, would I go to a stream to watch an AI create something? Maybe once or twice out of curiosity, but I wouldn't keep going back. And I think part of the reason, say, we go to Dee Dee's every week or come here or whatever, is that we converse. That it's partly for the chat and everything else. The art is awesome, but it's also um, this is where you go to hang out with your friends. You guys are my friends. Did you know that? But look at these. But I don't think you could get watercolor this vibrant, really. I don't care how good you are. Even by punching up the photos, you couldn't. Maybe, I don't know. What do I know? Is chat working at all? Somebody write in chat, would you? At least talk to me. But look at that. Is that, I mean, and part of my thing about doodling on these is if you can't make it better, don't even do it. Thanks, Kevin. Chat is working. You're still cutting in and out. Ugh. I don't know because now I've tried two different microphones, both of them right in my face. I like this geometric one. I don't know what to do. I'll read up on it this week sometime. This one, I love this one. I love the colors. I love everything about it. So on this one, I would be really hesitant to start drawing on it because if I can't make it better, why bother? Hi, Icy. The colors are just awesome. So anyway, you've seen this. This is one Dee Dee drew on, I think, with white. And the white, you can tell, looks awesome on this. And I haven't drawn on him with white yet. I picked out one very similar to that. Yeah, they're very cool. And I don't remember if they were this is probably one of my very favorites. Um, yeah, they weren't very pricey, so, if you wanna keep the original art, just order 2 books. That's what I would do. So I when I got them, and I think they came, like, I don't know, Thursday, maybe? This was one of them. Oh, this is of course, how can you tell what's up or what's down? But this is one that I drew on. And the crazy thing about these doodle watercolor things is, um, you never know if you're done. Like, I like that I added these circles, obviously, right? Um, I don't know if I should draw in them or just leave it. But look at, like, this background, I'll try and get it up and see if this piece of crap, um, camera will focus so you can see that background. Isn't that cool looking? And it looks like it takes a lot of time. It really does not. So I kinda combined the book, neurographics, some circles, all this stuff, and I have to say, to me, this is relaxing. So don't let it bug you. Whatever you do, it's gonna be okay. And then this was actually the first one I did out of the smaller book. The colors on this are not as vibrant, but one of the things I like about it, I was telling Dee Dee, the ink kind of melds into the paper or something. It looks very cool. It doesn't look like I've drawn it to me. So, yeah. So those are the 2 that I've just kinda started playing with, and if you want, I'll do that. Um, Dee Dee, you tell me, should I show him the first piece of art for my zine or not? Should I make him wait? I gave Dee Dee a little sneak peek, and she can determine whether or not y'all get a sneak peek. So if she says no, yell at Dee Dee. Show it. Okay. All right. Well, I've been thinking about this whole zine thing, right? About kind of my 3 prompts were cougar, mountain lion, and fruit. And so I've been thinking about what approach I want to take. Um, so one of the things I thought of made me think, okay, I'm going to draw. Well, first of all, I figured out when I looked up the difference between a cougar and a mountain lion. I did not know. Hi, Kathy Arbor. Um, oh, Smack and Dragon would be great. It would be, Kathy. Um, anyway, so I looked up what's the difference between a cougar and a mountain lion. Turns out there's not really any difference. Like what we call a cougar, a puma, a mountain lion, they're all much the same. Now they have maybe different, I don't know, genders or something. I don't know. But anyway, they're essentially the same thing. So I got 2 prompts that are the same thing. So I thought, well, I got to include mountain lions. So I decided I got an idea. And it came up with an idea. I'm not going to tell you the idea. I'm just going to show you the piece of art for the mountain lion. Okay. Oops. Hang on. I've got to go like this so you don't see the other ideas that I have written on the page. So I grabbed a piece of scrap paper. This isn't on the zine, but look at the mountain lion, you guys. And this was I just started out thinking, okay, what would a baby mountain lion look like? Look at the baby mountain lion. Now I love him. So he's in my zine. I won't tell you anything else about it, Devin. But didn't he come out cute? But I'm pissed off now because he's on the scrap paper and not on my original art. So I'm gonna cut and paste and hopefully I'll make it work. But that was another thing I've been doing. Now that's all I'm gonna show you. That's it. I'm done. Finished. Okay? So you guys wanna watch me doodle or what? I'm not gonna be on real long, but I don't mind starting another doodle. And this is the one I picked out. And I thought on this one I would doodle in all the background, the white spaces, and leave the color. Yeah, I'm gonna have to collage them on. Oh, hi, another Sharon. Yeah, do the thumbs up. I'll do it. Doodle away. I'll be doing that. Let me get the chat back now. All right. And I really like this eye needle Uniball pen. It is waterproof. Now, before it would have mattered about waterproof, and if you're going to put the white on top of it, you definitely want a waterproof pen because the white will absorb the pen color underneath. But I got a question in chat, Dee Dee's chat last week about whether or not the gray um, ones they sell at Walmart are the same. And I pulled one out of my stash and it was not waterproof. But then I turned around and ordered some more Uniball eye pens and the colored package, I think there's like 8 in it. Red, orange, pink, this turquoise color, blue, a darker red, and a green, and a black. Every one of these is waterproof. So that may be good to know because colored pens, waterproof colored pens are pretty hard to find. Just saying. So Dee Dee wanted the link for this. Let me move this. I'm not using it. Let me get you guys a link for that because colored pens, waterproof colored pens are not that common. Go look at all my orders on Amazon. Ugh. Ugh. All right, here you go. I'm going to put it in chat, Dee Dee, so grab it now. And those are the colored pens. Now I won't have to remember to send it again. Got it, Dee Dee? Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to use them for doodling today, but I just thought I'd enable you guys because I got nothing better to do. All right, what kind of doodles do we want to draw? One of my favorite new doodles, there's not very many big spaces, so let me put you guys down pretty close. Let's start at the top. And I might switch pens depending. This pen may be a little fat, but I'm not going to worry about it because if I want, I'll buy another book. So how many of you have tried this? One nice thing about having this reverse color book, I had done this in my own watercolor, which is also very cool, and I've done that, I've shown you guys that, um, you have to wait for it to dry, and it never dries evenly, and so just having something already ready to go is quite a treat, really. So nothing is ever really planned, it just kinda happens. Other thing I could have done on this, okay, you know what? I'm gonna tear this sheet in half because I don't really care. I'll do another thing. Start, 'cause I think for a lot of people, starting may be um, the uncomfortable part, and you just got to jump in somewhere. So just jump in somewhere. Another way I would start is I just start at the top and start drawing something. Another thing would be to do just the thread or start with a circle or anything down on the pre-made backgrounds. That was one of the things that kind of intrigued me, was starting with somebody else's art and then drawing on it. But I was thinking on this that I could just do like, let's just do a thread. Just don't be afraid. Jump in and do it. And I might have to add some so I don't end up with huge spaces. And then choose to draw in any one of these spaces where you're going to cover up their art, but kids, right? So that's another way to start. And then with this, I could also do like the neurographic if I wanted. And anybody not familiar with that is it's where you smooth out the intersections. And I haven't decided yet if I want to do that. You're intimidated, Lori? Well, just do something like this. Tear one of the sheets out. And if you don't like it, you can put it in the trash and you won't even realize that it's out of the book yet. So don't be intimidated. Start somewhere. Because again, if you want an intact book, because I really hate drawing on some of this. I really do. Um, but if I end up wanting book intact, I'll just order another one. Won't bother me. And I'm going to send one, I think, to Jill. I call her Barbie. Because I don't remember if I told you guys, but she broke her leg. And so she is having to be still for, I think she said another month. She can't put weight on her leg for another month. So poor thing. I feel so bad for her because she's probably going crazy because she's a busy, busy girl. Um, I'm gonna send her these books this afternoon. Oh, you won one of Dee Dee's giveaway. Okay, cool. You used a page from the brand and did your own New doodle art. Yeah, see that's just it. Terry, have you posted it? I look at so much stuff on Instagram, I can hardly remember. And Robert doesn't know that I'm streaming. Okay, I'll go take a look at it. Yeah, send her books to keep her busy. Because, yeah, she's got another month of keeping weight off her legs. I think that would be hard for everybody. Um, keep staying off your weight, your legs for any length of time. Oh, she sent tomatoes over? That was nice of her. You want them here? Just set them on the counter. I'll wash them. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to send her these books. Now that I just circled that one right there, that probably will become something I do. Oh, I already liked it? Okay. I look at a lot of this stuff, Carrie. How the hell do you expect me to remember that? I don't even remember what I had for dinner last night, you knucklehead. Instagram is one of those momentary things, right? Like when I'm looking at something, I'm just going, oh, that is so cool. And then if you ask me in 5 minutes, what do you think about it? I'd be like, what? You guys, it's finally gotten hot here. That's why Robert's making noise in the background. It's gotten really hot. But we can't complain because it's getting toward the end of August and we have not had a blast furnace summer like we normally do. So I'm just mentioning it. I'm not whining. Okay. All right. All right. I think I'm going to also do some circles in different places. I wish that, okay, there's a pretty big area there. Lori, you can do that. Just get it out and do it. Just pick one whole sheet, nothing but circles in the white areas or the lightest areas. And I promise you, you'll like it when it's done. And don't put cuckoo pressure on yourself, you know? So does anybody have their zines done? I'm just curious. I know Janice Johnson asked for more Dee Dee's this morning. And then I got thinking, well, that makes, she will be submitting like 40, and I think we have 30 some um, participants. So yeah, that I'm hoping that I'll have enough zines. I'll make it work, I promise you, because I'll have mine and I still have a photocopier that has ink in it. I just ordered some just in case. Yeah, do circles or lines or whatever, and it always looks good. That's so true, Terry. I thought about um, on these kind of muted pages like this, maybe I'll do an experiment while I'm on stream if I can find the pen that I'm thinking of. Because the black is kind of in your face, right? Like you can't deny that it's there. I thought if I used a gray pen, gray might look way good. And then just maybe highlight interesting shapes. Okay, hi Janice. Speak of the devil, look who comes in. She has 2 sets done. Yeah, I'm not sure how that math is going to work out, but we will make it work, I promise you. And do the circles all different sizes. And there is an actual official Zentangle pattern for this. I think it's called Tipples or Stipples, something like that. I don't remember, but I'm not sure that anybody can actually own this. Here, I'll show you guys another one. I'll put it right down in here. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this shape because it's fun. I don't think that you have to fill an entire space either. This one that I'm drawing right now with just the little, looks like a little flower. That's one of my very favorite ones. I do that one a lot. Yeah, hey, sweetie. You was looking for specific, okay, like looking in the clouds, painty girl. That would be good too. Are you giving up looking at the people here this morning? Internet TV. Maybe this will just be a demo one because another pattern that's really, really good. Um, you can, knowing me, I would go ahead and use something and measure off and make a grid. Um, but I'll do it in a small area. Do I want to? Just thinking here how I can show you. Um, okay, I'll do it just down in here, and I'll do it small. Do like a basket weave one where there's 3 lines going um, vertical, 3 lines going horizontal. And the next line over, do the opposite, and it ends up kind of like a basket weave. So that one's always good. That one's really good too. And I've not done shading on any of these, but if you did something like that, and especially with a lighter colored background, you could go in and shade it too. Because the shading on that is what makes it look way cool. And that's so small it wouldn't show up. Um, but yeah, that would be another really good pattern, especially if you've got big areas. And then I'm just going to mix the circles and the I don't know what it's called, but I'm just going to call it basket weave. Use them all and connect them up together. All right, and since I'm just kind of experimenting here, let me see. My little, you guys are going to love this. I have to move the camera out. In my ruler cup. Who doesn't have a ruler cup? I'm going to see. I was afraid of that. The gray pens that I have. I am going to, oh, there's one that's not. I'm going to go in search of some gray pens that are not brush tip. No, I have one, but it's so tiny. I bet I bought that for one specific purpose. Unipin. That's the only gray pen I can think of that I have. I'm looking around here. I don't see any more gray ones. Why don't they make, oh, wait a minute. Here's a lay pen in gray. Do you guys ever buy these lay pens? These are awesome. You want one? Let's do this other end. I'll do some of the same. Oh, that's pretty dark. Not as dark as the black, but I've never really done Zentangle in other colors. But I was thinking on these muted pages, a gray Zentangle could look way cool. So there's a lay pen. You have gray pit pens? Yeah, most all mine are brush pens as well. Okay, now this is a nice, cool gray. Let me pick an area. Well, we'll do it right in here. All right, I think this is going to work exactly like I kind of thought it would. I'll probably cut this section off down here where I'm doing experiments. But yeah, I will probably be ordering some pens in gray to work on these really colorful sheets. I think I will like that a lot. Can you guys see it, or do I need to pull you in? Because that is light, but it looks good. Hey, Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society. Okay, so there you go. That is a Unipin. And I know I got these from Jet Pens. In the lay pens, I don't know. I just buy them everywhere. I love the nibs on the lay pen. All right. So now that I've started that, I will find other places to add those little flowers. Noodler's Lex, I have Noodler's Lex, and I might have to ink up one of my fountain pens. The problem with the fountain pens is you can't get the really, really fine, fine nibs. I could use a dip pen, but I think I do have the Lexington Gray Noodler's. I don't have to look for it right now, but I'm almost certain I do. I like Noodler's ink. I like Noodler's ink a lot. Okay. Okay. Here's another place. I'll go ahead and add some of those flowers. And since I'm doing those kind of in the areas that have color, um, you guys, I've been using the hell out of this pen, which I don't want to enable you again, but I have to say, I'm loving these pens. Um, I have been using the heck out of it, and I haven't even used one up yet. And I have been using it a lot. So Barb Owen showed that they make them in different colors as well, and they make them with different nibs. My Amazon this month is taking a beating, I tell you. That's all right. Happy birthday, me. Did you guys see at Dee Dee's that Tina got those pens? Somebody returned them to Amazon and put different, or not pens, pencils, and somebody put different pencils in there. I couldn't believe that. I was like, what the hell are these people doing? That's crazy. That takes a lot of nerve. A lot of nerve. Did you see Bart Owen do those paints? Spots? I've done those, Devin. I didn't see Barb do it. I'll go back and watch. Um, but I've done those before and I'd forgotten about them. But they are cute. Uber, uber cute. So just sit around and do this mindlessly. Ew, that's too small. I have to use the jelly roll for that. And if you have the gold ink, use your gold ink. And I try not to add too many designs on one piece. I think that makes a difference. That's so weird, right? Hi, Pixie Cora. Hi, Joni. Normally I start at 1 Eastern, but today I had, if you'd been at Dee Dee's, I did announce it in chat that I had my internet guy coming to one of my TVs. And I honestly hardly ever watch TV, but one of my TVs, the screen would go blue and then it would flash a message up on the screen and then it would just return to programming. I was like, what the hell? And it was so often that it was annoying. Normally, I just overlooked something like that. So they came and they were awesome. They put on all new equipment in my whole house, new modem, new boxes for all the TVs. So I hated being late to my own stream today, but Robert and I have plans later in the week. I mean, for the rest of the week. So it was like I needed to get it done when I could get him here, you know? Normally I'm like, I'm home all the time. I don't care. Come whenever. But this week it was like, no, come on Monday because I think we're going to go to Joplin. So yeah, today was a little odd and I was late. And I'd kind of in my mind already decided that, well, I should just cancel it completely. But I don't want to cancel on you guys. 'Cause I'm pretty sure you depend on me to be here to say stupid stuff, and I don't wanna deprive you of the stupid stuff. Now, since I've started putting little white dots in some of them, I probably will go and, add that in other places as well. Aw, Desmond, now I'm gonna have to start being nice to you. What the hell? Hey, Vol. I'll pick on Vol. Never mind. Vol, we're not really creating art here today. We're doodling and pretty much doing whatever we want. Like spaces like that, I'll just fill that in black. Another thing is I wanted to try, I'm gonna do it with a super tip if I can find one. Let's see how dark this is. Because on these, I think I just mentioned to you in my little zine, yeah, it's pretty dark. Mm, all right, I'll do it anyway. I don't care. Use a gray to add shadows. And I don't want to use graphite primarily because I like the matte finish on these. And if I use graphite, it tends to be a little shiny. And if I wanted to smear that because it's super tip and I don't mind getting this wet, I can go ahead and use a water brush to smear it out a little bit. The black won't move because the eye ends are waterproof, but the super tips are not. So I can spread the gray out a little bit. That's cool. That'll work good. And I'm not using enough water here that it is going to warp the paper. It shouldn't warp the paper. Do I want to go ahead and do, yeah, why not? Okay, so this one's gonna, I'll get the pattern really goofed up if I don't pay attention. Because the shading on this one can look really cool. That's why I want to try it. Give myself a little barrier here where to stop. Working pretty small in these spaces. And that's part of the reason you don't have to be so worried is because your eye's not gonna see it anyway. See, I just got up here. You're not gonna see that.
Doesn't take much to fool your brain, you guys. Well, speaking for myself. Can you see how it looks like a basket weave in there? Yeah, I did flip through the book. Do you want to see some more of it, Vol? Yeah, blending with the super tips, always very cool, very cool. And I'm not even going to bother to blend there because when I look in the camera, it did pretty much exactly what I wanted it to do. So, yeah, and I'm so tempted to do more of that because I love that so much. Um, I'm not sure I want to do anything in there. That's part of the reason it's so hard to know when you're done, you know? It's because you can always go back in and add more, but by the time you get kind of done with it, I weight alone tells you where you need to add some. So that's kind of how I decided. Did Barb come in? Hi, Barb. You want me to see you want to see part of the book? Okay, I'll just flip through it real quick for you. For those who came in late, these are the reverse um, coloring books. I don't know why they call them reverse coloring. I think they're perfect for this kind of doodling and stuff. I can't remember which one I like best, but I'll just show this one. I can flip both again. What do I care? I'm absolutely certain that it's AI art. Um, just because I've done enough watercolor, it definitely hints of watercolor, but watercolor doesn't behave like some of the colors on here. So, hi, Kathleen. So I just tore a page out of this book, and these circle ones, I love these circle ones so much. That was the first one I did. I pulled out and just did a circle one. And honestly, if you're just wanting to do something mindless, you can't do anything more mindless than this other than watch TV. Watch TV is mindless. So, but you get some great pages in here and great shapes. I like geometric shapes. This one I would do more straight line art on, I think. But I'll do some on that other one. I love that geometric. So, yeah. But yeah, you get some great art to work on in here. And it takes at least that pressure off you. And it's Watercolor Wonders, a reverse coloring book for adults. I'm surprised you guys haven't been suggested this by Amazon because I'm pretty sure that they know we all travel in a pack and that if I buy something, they suggest it to everybody. So, and this one's a little bit different paper, but the colors are still very intense. And I like the size of this. I like the square size. But whoever did the AI art, I mean, their use of color and everything is fabulous. I mean, it's you probably couldn't create this with your own watercolors if you absolutely tried. But they use a lot of the browns and ochres and stuff, so that's very appealing to me. You did some in white pen? Yep. I kind of like on this one where you do the white and the black. There's something really appealing about that to me. And I thought after I added the white dots and the neurographic lines that I could probably add some white into the color. But I love this, the colors and everything about this so much. It was just like, don't touch that. You can do anything else, but don't touch that. So that's why this one looks like this. Whether or not it's done, how the hell would you ever know? Now I'm just going to do some more of that line art. And that's just something I tend to like to do is repeat some of the doodles that I've used. And you guys, one thing I would do is if you're just not sure and you're not necessarily familiar with the Zentangle patterns and stuff like that, make yourself a cheat sheet of patterns that are easy or if they're complex or patterns that'll fit in small spaces, because you can't go wrong with a straight line, a circle, a dot. You just almost can't go wrong. So get yourself a cheat sheet so you don't have to reinvent the wheel every other day and go to town. And if you wanna get pretty complex, go to tanglepatterns.com and, look for the more complex patterns on there. Most of them are gonna require more space than you're gonna have available on here, at least on this particular piece of art that I chose. But on that, this one, I mean, I probably coulda used any size, like the background, I thought paradox would look really good. Um, so yeah, do not be intimidated. And these look really good when you make the lines start going a different way because wherever a line intersects is where you're gonna have shape as a rule. I mean, you get to decide that, but I'll shade it again here in a minute. I'm so glad I got all new modems and boxes and everything. You've been doing Zentangling on tissues? Oh, I'll bet that's really cool. One thing I like to do with tissue paper is crumple it all up and then rub it with some, like stamp pad ink where the wrinkles are really highlighted. Um, that would be cool to do, and then Zentangle on top of it. That would be way cool. Oh, I saw another pattern the other day that was it's almost identical to this one that I'm doing, except you color in every other line. That can be very cool too. I don't know if it has a name. I just saw it on Instagram. If you enjoy Zentangle, look for some of the Zentangle channels on Instagram. They're very cool. There's some uber talented people out there, I swear. Works better for me if I pull my pen toward me. Hopefully you guys can see okay. Somewhere here soon, I'm gonna, yeah, right down here. I said I'm gonna get to a place where I can just say, okay, that's where that ends. I'm coming up on it right now. Got quiet in here, didn't it? And I was truly thinking Robert's going to take me out to eat, I think, tonight. I rarely do that. I cook 99% of the time, but for whatever reason today, I think I will go out and brace the people or brace myself to deal with the people. And it's easy to shade. Wherever you've got a bundle of lines that are meeting up, you're going to have a shadow. For real, Joni. Did I say hi, by the way? Yeah, if you have any kind of anxiety with a blank page, just jump into this. And then remind yourself that if you ruin it, go on a trash can. Blank pages, as a rule, don't bother me too much. I think I've gotten over that blank page syndrome. But see, like right there, that's such an interesting shape that's left, so I'm almost looking for the negative space to fill in. And see, I've picked out what now? 1, 2, 3, like 4 designs. That's probably as many as I would use on this page. I'll just use them and repeat them. Now, I don't know if it's true, but in my brain, that's more pleasing than 50 different ones, even though you've seen me do a ton of different ones on one page. Totally stress-free. I can't recommend this more if I tried. Yeah, mine's an interesting shape because it has markings of a butt. Well, maybe. And if you come in and I failed to greet you, I apologize. Did I really find a shape that looks like a butt? How did I miss that? That is so not like me to not notice if I've highlighted a butt somewhere. I just saw something. Okay, I thought I'm gonna widen that a little bit. There was another shape somewhere. Oh well. Is Dee Dee taking off? Bye, Dee Dee. Thanks for coming. Thanks for helping me, telling me if my internet was okay. So far, if I had any problems because I'm doing this wireless. Um, there's a big space in there, but I don't want to repeat that, and I don't want to repeat that, so that would almost be circles, or I leave it. Or we break it up. Maybe that's what we'll do. Find a shape in here. And add more circles. I'm not going to stay on too much longer. I got such a late start today. And I have to put back the stuff that I moved for the internet guy. Wasn't too bad, and it shouldn't take too long. But now that I've had to move things for him to get access and he's done, I want to vacuum before I put it back because there's some things in this house that don't get moved often. And my shelf of unmounted stamps is one of them. So while that area is available, I'm going to take advantage of it. All right, we'll just go on around here. One thing I did last week, I think I told you guys in Dee Dee's chat or something that I had ordered Robert a new window washing kit. And I didn't make him do them all by himself. But last week we washed the windows. Talk about a treat, you guys. Sometimes I don't well, probably everybody's this way, but when you get your windows washed, it's like, holy crap, how could they have been so dirty and I didn't even know it? Janet, you didn't respond to my comment. I was inquiring if while the internet guys were working inside your home, you were renting with a service vehicle. No, Barbara, I was not. I was in here entertaining that nice young man. I was taking spam phone calls and spamming the spammer and telling him jokes. He seemed appreciative. I'm sure he went back to his buddies wherever they meet up at the end of the day and say, I met the craziest woman today. She thought she was funny and entertaining, and all she did was hinder my work. One nice thing about my internet service is when they come out and like change out all the equipment like they did today, free of charge. But I pay for it, believe me, in many different ways. But yeah, free of charge, which made me uber happy. I like not having to pay for something, but believe me, I pay for it. Where did you see an elephant? You're joining a Zentangle group at the senior center. I think that's an awesome idea, Pixie. I would encourage everybody to go out and meet with people if they actually like people. If you're like me and you don't particularly care for people, don't go because they won't like you anyway, and you're gonna like them. But that's awesome. I don't know what kind of activities our senior center has. I know that they do a free lunch every Wednesday. I've never gone. I'm sure I qualify. I could go if I wanted. And it's very nice, the senior center. It's a brand new building. They did a really good job with it. But I'm not sure I want to go hang out with all those old people. They also play mahjong. That's a fun game. I'd go if they played backgammon. If I could find somebody to play backgammon with me, I would so go. Robert is not a games guy. And I grew up, my family was huge game people. So I miss playing games, but I get to play Pictionary with you guys. Um, yeah, if I found somebody who would play backgammon with me or hearts, card games, we were huge card game people. Oh, a hole in the wall bar. That sounds like an awesome place. I would like that, where they have bingo. Now, I'm not a huge bingo fan. And I always said, if you ever catch me in a bingo hall, do not take me home. Take me directly to the mental asylum. But I know for some people, it's a great way to get out. And but yeah, I've never been a fan of bingo. Don't know why. And I would be the kind of person that if I went to bingo, I would just screw with them and occasionally just stand up and yell, "Bingo!" And then it'd be like, "You didn't really win, dumbass." And I'd be like, "Oh, shoot me, shoot me dead." Because sometimes I just have the urge to do completely outrageous, inappropriate things. For example, it's been a month or so ago, we went to Robert's grandson's graduation, and his girlfriend was sitting next to me. And while they were standing up there giving speeches and just endless stuff, that I didn't care about. I just wanted to see Nathan get his diploma, whatever. Um, I leaned over to him and I was just like, right now I'm having like the worst urge to stand up and scream, "Yay, Nathan!" Like right in the middle of their speeches. How inappropriate is that? But that's what I have to fight while I'm sitting there going, "Don't do it. Don't do it." Joni, see, that's how I am. I wish I found somebody who enjoys backgammon. There's not many people that play, I don't think. I got about 10 minutes more here. Is there anything you guys want to see or have me demonstrate or anything that'll make you less fearful of doing something that's going to, in the end, be good for you, in my humble opinion? A yarn group at the library? Now, I did years ago. I spent years and years doing genealogy. And there was a group. Well, I live in Oklahoma, one, which is um, a very large Native American population. Um, and so they had a group on Tuesday nights for genealogy. All different people went there, whether that you were actively involved, if you were just getting into it. So there were people there helping people. And I used to go to that occasionally because I like learning about how to do the Native American genealogy because, um, it's not enormously different than ours, but, um, they have different kinds of records, and most of the libraries in Oklahoma have copies of those records, and that was really, really interesting. So that's one of the few groups I have ever joined was the genealogy group at the library. I didn't like being out after dark because as my eyes have gotten worse and worse, driving at night was very, um, disconcerting to me. I don't like driving at night. I don't see distance well at night. I like being home at night. But yeah, I'd love to find somebody to play backgammon with, or spades or hearts, any card game. But again, here's the truth. The lady across the street from me used to have card night, and there were a regular group of women who participated. I would occasionally fill in as a substitute because I didn't like any of the ladies. So I say that I wanna do this stuff, but in reality, when it came right down to it, maybe I don't. Know what I mean? I like some of the ladies, but you guys have probably figured out that I'm not a what's the word I want? Um, I can't find the word that I want. I'm not preoccupied with what people have or their status or anything like that. Don't care. I don't care what you have, what you don't have. I either like you because you're fun to be around or I don't. These women were all, and somebody here will have the word for it. They were all up in your face about status, you know, and that's not uncommon in this area that I live. But that got so damn old to me. I was, uh, I could care less if your husband's a doctor or if he digs ditches. I don't care. I am not a social butterfly. I like, like hanging out with you guys, I'm fine. But these women were, oh, the word just slipped out of my tongue again. Yeah, it was all about who your husband was, what he does, who you hang out with. Do you know the governor? I've been to the governor's mansion. I don't care. And I don't care if you could buy and sell me 15 times. None of my business because I don't pay your damn bills. Thank God. Because those shoes, you paid way too much for them. They're ugly. Yeah, they're kind of snobbish. That maybe that it, there's another word for it. Starts with a P. I just can't think of it right now. But yeah, they're just I just don't like people like that. But that's what they're all about. I did not see your question, Leah. I'll have to go back. I just have to say that y'all helped me so much to endure the stress in your life. Well, good, Pixie. That's kind of what it's all about. You need to be real. All right, Leah, I'm gonna go back. Can you show example of scenes for inspiration? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll spend the last few minutes doing that. So you can kind of see the process I'm going through. I'll leave a lot of the color in these lighter areas. I'll fill in with circles, lines, these little flowers. I'm glad I included them. They're kind of cute. Let me go get my zine box so you can give you examples of all different kinds of zines. Okie dokie. Here's some zines. We've done a lot of swaps throughout the world. Here's one of the fairy tale ones. I'll try and mark the place so I can get it back in. All right, this was Marie Coach Schwab. She was a fib for a very long time, and I think she's still around. I don't compass. That's a good word, Stevie. You know exactly. Um, And this is all hand done. Her lettering is hand done. Now you can do your lettering on a computer. You can literally do anything you want. Collage, you can use stickers, your own handwriting, computer handwriting, whatever you want. Um, Romance her, enhance her, desire her, put her first. I mean, that's very simple. Well done and simple. All girls can dream. She believed in dreams, all right, but she also believed in doing something about them. When Prince Charming didn't come along, she went over to the palace and got him by Walt Disney. Cinderella was her topic. So this particular swap that we did was fairy tale. You could do any fairy tale you want. And so I can't remember how many people swap, but typically we do the whole, oh, this is an unusual one. Uh, you can do anything you want. This was, do you guys remember, oh, Carrie Rapp? When fairy tales go wrong. Walking through the enchanted forest, down the forest path, deeper and deeper into the darkness, the old woman knocks upon the cabin door, offering the luscious fruit. Sorry, I'm allergic. The end. So this was a jelly plate. She wrote on here how she did it. This was a jelly plate print and paint pens. And she just drew this. So when you open it up, the blue background with the yellow was a jelly plate. And you can see all the texture in it. So don't be limited by what you think others are going to find attractive. Do you? Hey, Brenda, pretentious. Pretentious is the exact word. They're very pretentious. Fractured fairy tale cartoons. I don't, Anne. So yeah, I mean, there's every kind of zine you can imagine. Let's see if we can find another one back here. That wasn't a zine, that's an ATC. When Life Gets Hairy, a hairy tale. Who did this one? Um, Inkwell hosted it. Um, her name was Cecilia, but this is back during Ustream days because we knew her as a mystic muse. When Life Gets Hairy, a hairy tale. Once upon a time, there was a curly-haired girl who wanted hair like Farrah Fawcett. And once upon a time, that's really cute. She rolled her hair in huge, hard pink plastic rollers. I used to do that in high school. She blowed her hair dry. She even ironed her hair. There were no flat irons in the 70s. I was the 70s girl. Finally, she realized she would let her hair go au naturel. The moral of the story, when life gets hairy, let it go au naturel. Isn't that a good drawing? So don't judge yours. And this was August 2014. So that's what, 7, 8, 9 years ago? Yeah, this is almost a 10-year-old zine. Okay, and this is her very first zine swap. So this is happy memories looking back on this, you know. And I'm sure she was a little uneasy putting herself out there, you know. How did my ATC get stuck in the middle there? Um, Looking through here. This is another one. She used to have a YouTube channel. Phoebe's World. Creative mood. In this issue, personal environment. And we did a zine swap about that. October and November 2014. And Phoebe also streamed, so you saw her on Space and stuff like that. Lucy Jane hosted this issue. Most of my time is spent here in my studio room, which is usually a cluttered mess. Sometimes I venture outside, and she'd take her camera and take you on walks with her. Sometimes I venture outside for a walk on the trails, see ducks, geese, and usually some neighbors and their dogs. My friends and family mostly live inside, can't read that, my computer. Facebook, YouTube, Ustream, online groups, email, Skype. You can learn more about my world on my YouTube channel. Phoebe Franklin was her partner. So, did that give you some ideas there, Leah? There are so many different kinds of zines you can do. And your prompts, let me see what your prompts are and see if I know the list was just right here. Okay. Let's see what Leah's prompts were. Some of the prompts that were given out were so good. I was just jealous. I was like, oh, I wish those were mine. All right, let's see. Leah. Any sport, any food, and a haunted house. Oh, Leah, that's great. You know, something like this, you kind of have to pick a place, a thing or whatever, but your place is already decided for you. A haunted house. And it could be outdoors at the haunted house, it could be a room in the haunted house, it could be just um, rumors about the haunted house. Yeah, you could do a lot with that. Okay, Vol said what? He had lobster, rain, and ice cream cone. Oh, lobster eating an ice cream cone out in the rain? That would be hard to come up with a zine because you have to do 8 pages. So mine is pretty simple because mine's cougar, mountain lion, and any fruit. There you go, Leah. You could write about a group of kids playing baseball. Because yours was any sport, any food, hot dogs, and a haunted house. I don't know. I could make up a story about anything. Debbie Frank's got Norman Rockwell, Kiwi, and a column. And somehow you just have to mesh it all together, just I'm excited about mine. I'm hoping it's gonna make you guys laugh. That's all I'm hoping. And I think there is a couple things. I tried him out on the internet guy today, and he laughed. He thought it was funny, so I'm sure we'll like it. It's just fun to get a package of fun stuff in the mail. You just suddenly got an idea for yours. You'll do it, Devin. You'll do it. You'll excel because, girl, not only are you bossy, you are an overachiever. So you will get on. I hope you get some interest in your house and that's all going well. So you're consulting your grandkids. Oh boy, they're probably experts. So anyway, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry it was a short stream today. Next week we'll be back in business, I hope. And I'm glad this Wi-Fi went okay. If I didn't have to do that, I'll be good. So yeah, get some real mail that's fun for sure, Pixie. Yeah, it'd be awesome. So I'm gonna figure out what we're either gonna go eat or what I'm gonna cook, but I'm thinking we're gonna run into town and eat. Wouldn't kill my fat ass to get out of this house. So again, I appreciate you guys. I love you. Be kind to each other. Yeah, try and stay sane in this crazy freaking world. All right, later, Gators.